Let me ask you, alright? Do you guys think Vivo is one of the most underrated camera focused phones out there? Well, I think so. And if you don't, I guess you might change that opinion after this episode. So, in today's episode, we're going to take a look into Vivo X80 Pro's detailed review. And let's see what we got here. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back once again to the fresh and best updates from the gadget world. So, better not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for the latest updates. So, let's hop on. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you that Vivo makes a unique approach with the ultra-premium Vivo X80 Pro Plus, which pays you off in terms of photography. Well, that doesn't mean that the phone will disappoint you in other terms. Why don't we start with the juice itself? This time, Vivo is working closely with Zeiss on the camera for the X80 Pro. Well, the company's goal, in addition to the well-known gimbal stabilization, is to provide realistic color reproduction in a flagship-like smartphone that is physically and technically appealing, but not exactly as cost-effective as it might seem. When looking at the Vivo X80 Pro, the phone is available in 3 colors worldwide: cosmic black, blue, and orange. The spectrum of these colors, however, may differ depending on locations. The smartphone has an undefined type of glass on the front and rear. The rear is matte and slightly roughened, making it not only immersively attractive, but also fingerprint-proof. Although the camera is conspicuous and protrudes up to 2.1 millimeters, the X80 Pro's breadth ensures that it fits securely on the table. We especially enjoyed the build quality. The gaps are usually equal, with the exception of the round corners where the back joins the metal frame. Alright, let's not waste any more of your time on any other specs. Let's just get into the camera specifications. The front-facing camera in the display takes incredible selfies and has access to all sorts of settings. While just a few filters are available in standard photo mode, the portrait settings may be more thoroughly tweaked. The aperture for the bokeh, for example, may be modified, and several filters with or without AR, as well as makeup effects, can be chosen. Similarly, posture templates can be faded in to make it easier to duplicate stances. Videos, on the other hand, can only be recorded at 1080p at 30 frames per second, although they may still apply a variety of beauty effects. Just like we said in the beginning, the camera arrangement on the rear is the main attraction. The primary sensor brings the previous model's gimbal stabilization once again, but now enables control over the horizontal viewing axis, ensuring that even when the smartphone is turned 360 degrees, the recorded picture does not rotate. Furthermore, the lenses include a Zeiss T-coating, which is designed to prevent flare and ghosting. Other than that, photos taken in daylight are excellent through all lenses and have a suitably high image quality. Those who want natural colors can use the Zeiss mode, although even without it, the colors are free of oversaturation and other flaws. In addition, more shooting modes are still available in the camera app. The ultra-wide angle lens provides not only a high level of resolution, but also a clear correction of the lens curvature. There were no anomalies discovered. Only the specifics could be a little clearer. There are 2 optical zooms and an ultra-wide angle lens that may also be utilized as a macro lens. The 2x magnification lens is designed primarily as a portrait lens, although it may also be used for regular photography. The 5-fold periscope is relatively tiny, but its imaging capability is not especially good in comparison. Digital magnification of up to 60 times is available. Wait, we missed taking videos, right? The Vivo X80 Pro is capable of recording movies in all standard resolutions up to 8K at 30 frames per second, including HDR10+. Ultra HD and Full HD resolutions are available at up to 60 frames per second. Those who wish to employ Ultra or 360-degree stabilization must restrict themselves to 1080p at 60 frames per second. The aspect ratio is set at 16:9, whereas the film option utilizes 21:9 but can also film in Ultra HD, at best at 30 frames per second. The Zeiss cinematic option is also limited to 24 frames per second in Full HD. So basically, you could say this device does its job very well. But what about other features? Well, other than the camera, you would need a great display to check on your best clicks, right? Well, X80 Pro's 6.7-inch AMOLED screen supports QHD+ resolution and hence has a very high pixel density. If desired, this can be decreased to Full HD+. The refresh rate may be adjusted to 60 or 120 Hz, but it can also be totally regulated by the system and tailored to the content. This is also true for similarly fixed refresh rates that are gradually decreased to as low as 10 Hz. In terms of performance, the Vivo X80 Pro is powered by a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 processor with 12 GB of LPDDR5 working memory. This may be extended by up to 4 GB if necessary and is done via flash storage. In CPU and system benchmarks, the Vivo smartphone performs admirably. If you take an under PC mark, it only lags slightly behind the competitors. The findings of the AI experiments, on the other hand, are even more persuasive. The Adreno 730 is in charge of graphics processing. A Vivo V1 Plus processor is also installed, which, unlike the Merry Silicon X and Oppo's Find XP Pro, is said to boost graphics processing as well as assist the DSP. This, however, is not visible in the comparisons. The results are satisfactory, but not much better than those of other smartphones equipped with the same GPU. You can do an okay with this phone. The Vivo X80 Pro comes with Google Android 12 and FunTouch OS. Vivo currently utilizes Origin OS in Asia, which is also utilized in the X Note and is based on Android. However, there are currently no plans to expand this to the rest of the world. The Vivo smartphone is expected to receive updates for 3 years. However, the manufacturer does not specify the time for security patch upgrades. At the time of review, the most recent patch was from July 1st, 2022, making it up to date. Vivo includes a few third-party apps that may be simply removed. Apart from all of that, coming to power and battery specs. When idle, the Vivo X80 Pro consumes more power, yet the LTPO display should be more efficient because it can drop the refresh rate below 60 Hz. In terms of rapid charging, the Vivo smartphone has a lot to offer. Cable charging offers an 80-watt capacity, and a full charge took less than 40 minutes in testing. Wireless charging at 50 watts is also feasible, and a charging station is available as an option from Vivo. Because reverse wireless charging is enabled, users who want to charge other devices wirelessly can utilize the smartphone as a charging surface. The Vivo X80 Pro's 4700 mAh battery is slightly smaller than that of other competitors, but it still provides adequate uptime. Alright, now, coming to the end of today's episode. If Vivo phones are not on your radar right now, that might change. Vivo is gradually moving into more foreign markets, having just launched its superb X70 series in Europe. The firm has also agreed to become one of FIFA's 2022 World Cup sponsors, indicating that the BBK Electronics subsidiary has major aspirations for the future. And with models like the X80 Pro, you can see where this brand is moving on to. Now, summing up today's episode, we've done a complete overview of everything we know about the Vivo X80 Pro. The most important part is, what are your views on the device? And which phone do you think will fit as the right competitor? You know what to do. Drop it in. This isn't the end of the story. More exciting stuff will be released in the following days, and we'll bring you the best of it here. That's all we have for today. If you want to see more videos like this one, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Enable post notifications while you're at it, so you don't miss any of our future uploads. We'll see you again in the next episode.